Hello my crafty friends, it's Beverly here over at Crafting Chaos, and I'm here to show you how to make your own customised greetings that are best to be drawn in your scan and cut canvas software. Now I've had success at substituting my pens in my universal pen holder with my quickie glue pen, getting it to draw out the file, and then I can emboss it or I can cold foil it and put it on a greetings card. However, you could just pick your spot and get your pen to draw in any colour. Now obviously for the size of some of the lines on this, I would definitely not recommend necessarily that you would try to cut them out, but in order to just draw them, it's absolutely fine. Now we've seen a massive sort of trend over the last few years where we like lots of mixed fonts in our greetings. So rather than just having one font for the entire greeting, they're using like a selection. And the two that I've got on my desktop at the minute are All the Very Best and Congratulations on Your Big Day. And if we just zoom in a little, you can see them in close up. This is what you can get your machine to draw on your project, 12 by 12 or 12 by 24, dependent on the size of your mat, in any position of your choosing. So you can scan in your project, pick where you want the greeting to go, and get your machine to draw it or lay down some quickie glue, and then you can heat emboss, or you can foil with a cold foil. Or if you've been lucky enough to get hold of the foil quill by WRMK, you could also have a go at doing it with that. I haven't actually tried it with a greeting as such since I did my first demonstration, and I didn't do a fill on that one. But if you wanted it to be blocked off like this, because remember most fonts are actually two lines and it's not really a filled in font, it's only because you filled it with colour it actually colours it in on your scan and cut canvas software, so that when your machine draws it, it also colours it in for you. Now I assume that you could get a similar result using the foil quill, and I will be testing this at some point and sharing my results. But for today's lesson, I'm going to show you how to create a font like this. And for today's tutorial, I'm working on the downloadable Brother Canvas Workspace, and I've got a page open where I've created a couple of designs already. This one I've not actually grouped together yet, so I'll do that now before I mistakenly move it again. So I'm just going to show you how to do this, and then you could take it from there. So say for example you were looking for a greeting that you wanted to say let's come up with something as we're going along. So you mean the world, and then to me. We're going to have the, sorry I've done that, I've put it all in one and I didn't mean to do that, so I'm just going to edit that. So let's try again. You mean the world. I've done it again. Edit, undo. You mean the world. So if that does happen, if you click on that, you get your box back, which is what I intended to do. You mean the world. And then we can change the font, and I'm going to put it into something quite free, if you will. So you mean the world, something like that, and make sure that you've got your fill selected and the line selected. So you mean the world, and then we're going to do the to me in a different font. So I'm going to click on text again and write to me, like so. And then we don't want the same font because we're going to do this mix and match thing. So I want, because we've got something really swirly for that one, I want something quite plain and simple for the second part. So I'm going to look till I find something that's pleasing to me, and we'll try that one, to me. And I'm going to shrink that could make that larger and shrink that down so I can have that roughly the same size as my 2me, like so. And I'm going to just shrink that down a little bit so it's not quite as tall and not quite as wide, but I'm not necessarily doing it proportionally, I'm just doing it till it suits my sort of the way I want it to look. So I'm just trying to get the font like so. Position it where you want it to be, select both and then group them, and then you've got the file made. Make sure that you go to this part up here where it says cut, change the operation to draw, and you've got your fill on and the line is on and the fill is on. So now you can take that across to your scan and cut, and that's another greeting. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time going through lots of them, so obviously you could pick some random sort of greetings. You might have a greeting like, I know we say often, I love you to the moon and back. That's one of the things that we say. My husband always writes in my cards, forever my darling, and I always write something nice, equally nice back to him, and I've written that before. Forever my darling is one that comes from a song from way back that we called our song, but anyway, they might have meaning words and sort of greetings that just mean a lot to you or to the people in your family. Like I said, I love you to the moon and back is the one that I use a lot with my little grandson. Another one that we use quite a bit is say love you, and my husband usually replies love you more, or I would say no you don't, I love you more, and so on. So I love you more could be another greeting that you could do that's personalised to your family. So there are lots of things that you could do it on, but obviously the choice is yours, and with this piece of software the world's your oyster. So I hope this has been helpful for you, and obviously you can follow that trend, and it doesn't just have to be 2 lines, you can make it 3 lines, you can even make a short verse if you want, a long verse, inside your card, outside your card, wherever you want it to be is absolutely fine. Okay, so that's it for lesson 10. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks, bye. Please remember to like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you, bye.